What's your favorite scary movie?
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
I'm scared to close my eyes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind here to review the Stanley Kubrick adaptation of the Stephen King book, The Shining. For those that haven't seen it, I won't spoil the picture, but you should stop watching this now and see the flick immediately. Writer Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, takes a job as an off-season caretaker at an isolated hotel where him and his wife Wendy, played by Shelley Duvall, and his son Danny, played by Danny Lloyd, will stay for the next few months within the winter season. Danny, who has ESP, or The Shining, is told to stay out of room 237 from the cook, Dick, played by Scatman Crothers. Dick is aware of Danny's abilities and tells him this hotel is different from others. Soon the Torrance family is nestled in, and Jack starts to work on his new novel with little to no results. The most recent snowstorm has left them trapped within the hotel as the family starts to see various hallucinations or possibly real paranormal activity. The greatest concern, however, is Jack, who starts to descend into utter madness, threatening his family by being influenced by possibly supernatural goings or just mere cabin fever. While initially met with mixed reviews from critics, The Shining has gone on to be considered a horror classic, and for good reason. Kubrick, who was disappointed by the lack of success for Barry Lyndon, wanted to take something on that could be both commercially and artistically sound. The Shining came with its fair share of baggage during its production and its aftermath. While Kubrick tried to utilize the Steadicam, which was still revolutionary at the time, the director had several arguments with Shelley Duvall, while Nicholson grew impatient as the script went through several rewrites. Also, while he was originally honored that his novel would be adapted from a respected filmmaker, Stephen King, the famous author, was not pleased with Kubrick's loose adaptation of his work. Despite that, The Shining has acquired an iconic status and has won some viewers who were initially dismissive of it. Kubrick is a filmmaker whose work has been known to be cold and cerebral, which won't be for everyone. I must admit, while 2001: A Space Odyssey is a terrific film, it's not necessarily one I would repeatedly watch. Kubrick's approach, however, is perfect for the horror genre. It's only fitting then that he would direct a horror film, and it's no surprise that The Shining prefers hypnotic confusion rather than narrative clarity. It's a film that gets under your skin through its long takes, eerie music, and its general ambiguity. Built above an Indian burial ground, is there something up with this hotel? Are the odd occurrences just merely in the minds of the family going through some sort of cabin fever? Maybe it's both. It's tough to tell, and the film has no reliable narrator to help. Nicholson's performance is legendary. For some it doesn't work, but for me it certainly does. It's not really a large transformation since there's something off-putting about Jack Torrance from the start, but I think that's what makes it all the more believable that he would snap. To be fair, who wouldn't snap if they were stuck with their family for several months? I know I would. Anyway, it's an over-the-top performance that consists of baffled looks or malicious grinning, but it's never less than entertaining. While not awful, Shelley Duvall didn't fare so well, but even her performance isn't enough to detract Kubrick's expertise. And little Danny Lloyd manages to be both innocently boyish and rather creepy at times too. The film isn't perfect. Though its deliberate pace is one of its charms, the film does clock at 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it could be tighter as the last half hour ends on a fairly anticlimactic note, where one's character's attempts to catch another was pretty futile and repetitive from the start. Speaking of futile, a side character makes a long journey back to the hotel to lend a hand, and leaves the picture faster than Jack losing his sanity. Then again, sometimes outside forces are not welcome to domestic family issues, leaving this plot twist all the more chilling. The film concludes on a head-scratching note with a last-second reveal that raises questions and debate. This minimalist approach works in the film's favor, as exposition can be a movie's worst enemy, taking the mystery away. Masterfully directed by one of the greats, The Shining is simply put art that works on every level of a horror film. That's it from the Movie Rewind. Have a good day, folks. Until next time.